How you guys doing? This is Johnny back here at MyMixEngineer.com, and recently I had this project that I was working on, and the kick wasn't, it was there but it wasn't there. So originally I had only these 3 green tracks, which was snare, clap, and hi-hats, and this 808. So I made a fake drum, a fake kick, if you put it that way. So how did I deal with that? How did I accomplish that? What I did was I used several plugins. At first I used Drummer God, and Drummer God is just a trigger plugin, just a drum replacement plugin, and it worked. I liked the way it sounded, and that's how I got the first sample, kick sample up here, which is this sound here. Let's mute that. So low. Well, that's after what I put on it. Alright, and then after I add my plugins. Alright, so how did I get that? I got it from this 808, which this 808 has a kick in it, and you get this problem a lot of times. They use an 808 as a kick. In this case, the 808 by itself wasn't doing the job. Just take a listen, just with the 808 itself going in, and what I got at first, everything I had at first from them. Alright, so again, yeah, the 808 is nice. It got that buzz to it, but that kick is lacking. So what I end up doing, I use a filter, and what I end up doing with the filter is just taking out that punch. And this is what it sounded like after I took out the punch. Alright, and I added some compression. And then after that, I added a sidechain. That's after I added my kick into it. So that's what it sounds like. Let me turn it down and put that back in. So what I end up doing, I replaced the kick inside of it, and I just use trigger. Or you can use, say for instance, you could use sound replacer. And let's analyze this little spot. And you see in the sound replacer, it's just showing all the kicks, the punchy, the knock, the thump that I'm looking for. Well, not the punch, more of the beater that I want, so that it can actually be heard over like laptop speakers and computer speakers, So I use this, something similar to this, but I use Drummer God. Got what I wanted, which is just basically just that. I wanted to trigger. Let's see if I can get it. See, this one's not doing it. Yeah, I end up using Drummer God because Drummer God was, and the way I did with Drummer God was duplicated. Yeah, I don't want the inserts, and I loaded up Drummer God. So with Drummer God, I have to find out where I'm going. Just not too much there. Hold on a second. It'd be nice if I had some volume. So that's a snare. Say for instance I want just a nice bass drum. Let's see. Okay, you get the idea. Did this, triggered it, and I printed it, and I made the top sample track. Get rid of this. Yes. So this is what the kick sounds like. Originally, this is the original kick. This is what it sounds like. Let me take this 808 out. Take everything else out. Alright. So true enough that the 808 is heavy. It got a nice little punch to it, but it wasn't that punchy. So then I added this to give a little more of that beater sound. The beater is the actual head of the beater that's actually hitting the front of the drum, if you guys didn't know that. So added some compression, little 10 or 11 care. And I use Filter Freak by Sound Toys to give it a little more a more punch to it. I call it the to it. But it's a nice, it's just a preset. It's called make sure I'm not lying to you guys. Go find it for you, cuz you can use this on like a lot of things. From instead of reaching for EQ, you can use this. You can use this on bass. Yeah, bass is great as well. So check this out. I use drum mangling, and I went to Kick Asser. Excuse my French, but that's what it says. Kick Asser's 1, and check out what it sounds like after. Before. And the cool thing about it, you can blend it in, or you can find out where you want to enhance it, filter it. And you can say how much you want. Dry. Wet. Alright, so yeah, you might say, yeah, it sounds good. He got the beater in it and everything. But look what happens after I add everything else to it. It sounds weak, right? All right. Okay, it sounds nice, but what if it had just a little more beater, just a little more? So that's where this comes in handy. Let me show you what it sounds like. This is the second sample that I put in. Gave it a little love. Just a little love. If you can see, I'm not really tapping. Probably like 4 to 5 dB of gain reduction, 5 to 1. You see my settings, you guys. I'm not hiding it. Just because you see my settings don't mean that this end all be all. You can start here and just tweak it. You know what I'm saying? With messing with the attack, release, threshold, maybe even the ratio. But it's a nice list somewhere to start at. That's why I like presets. You can start there and just tweak from there. But over time, you end up making your own presets. So, yeah. From there, adding both of them together. Again, this is what I wanted that beater sound. Now let's add them together. It sounds pretty massive now. Okay, so now it sounds great. So now let's hear what it sounds like with everything together. Alright, so okay, I just switched over, and I just want to show you guys that I am side chaining the 808 to the kick. So I have a compressor here, and I'm probably knocking out, I think I'm knocking out probably like 12 dB. So, and I just only sent one. Just use a regular send, sent it to bus 99, and the sidechain key on the compressor is bus 99, as you can see here. I have a fast attack, kind of slow release because I didn't want it to kind of pump too hard, but it's pretty fast, but not that fast. So as you can see, just the side chain, and then you can see actually the 808 itself is actually ducking. Giving that kick room to come through, and you still have that rumble of the bass. So yeah, you guys, hope that works. You know what I'm saying? Try it out. You know, hope this tip helps out. I love the way it sounds though, to be honest. So yeah, you know, mixing is an art. Be you. Stay true. I'm out. Well, I ain't out. I'm here still working on this mix, but you know.
Oops. Hey.